I'm a little nervous now. All right. Welcome to Beer Gut Sports Nuts. We've got Trevor, a.k.a. Joe, a.k.a. Oh, all right. I fucked it up. I'm going to start at the top.
See, that's why I didn't want to do it. That's too much.
Welcome to Beer Gut Sports Nuts. We've got Trevor on the end, Brett Stakey in the middle, your producer, Crame D, here, and then on the Zoom, we got Zach Bishop. Today we're gonna run through the Super Bowl preview. We're gonna talk a little bit about the Goff Stafford trade. We're gonna hit on the B.S Conspiracy Corner, and then finally we're gonna wrap it up with our bets going into Super Bowl weekend. So who wants to kick us off for the Super Bowl talk? Probably not the Chiefs fan, I wouldn't think.
How about them Chiefs?
How about them?
Well, I mean, after 2 fun weeks of hearing about how Tom Brady's in his 10th Super Bowl, all we keep talking about is this is the legacy. This is if Brady wins this one, it's over. Mahomes has no chance of catching him. So this is huge for Mahomes. I think down the line, if he gets this one, it's two for Mahomes. But if Brady gets this one, it's 7, and 7's going to be hard sell to catch.
Go on. Go on.
Do you have something more?
No, that's it.
That's it.
I don't see Mahomes going to 10 Super Bowls, I tell you that much. So this is going to be number 7. Brady's walking out a champion.
Well, he said he's going to play after 45, so I don't know. He might be back to haunt Mahomes' dreams next year. And after.
For many years into the future. Yeah, I did see it was Tony Romo, right, that said this was kind of Tom Brady's chance to shut the door on the GOAT talks. And that might be putting the cart ahead of the horse a little bit, but it's an interesting discussion if Brady's able to beat Mahomes this year when Mahomes is still only taking like a $5 million cap hit, so the Chiefs have $20 million extra dollars to play around with for weapons, and Brady's basically ancient, but he's Tom Brady, so he defies time. It's interesting, but I think it'll be a good game. I don't know what to expect going into Sunday. I really don't. I'm gonna be honest with you boys.
I think that's with most Super Bowls. They don't plan out pan out on how the experts say with the low scoring or the high scoring on it.
Yeah. Well, based on the last time they played, I think it will be close, but I wouldn't take everything that you saw last game to heart because I think it's going to be high scoring.
Yeah.
And a lot of yards.
I did see the Madden simulation gave the edge to the Chiefs. I think they had Chiefs by 10 in the Madden sim.
How about that? No, so I mean, if you go back and you look at the Chiefs-Bucks game back in Week 12, yeah, it was 24-27 was the final. It was a close game. That's what everyone says. That's what the scoreboard says. But I mean, the Chiefs were up 27-10 going into the third quarter. I know you're going to play a full 60 minutes, but I mean, the Chiefs had control of that game throughout. I mean, the Bucs got a little bit of momentum at the end, but I mean, all we got to do is pressure Brady. If you can put pressure on Brady, then I don't think that the Bucs have a chance.
Do you have any concerns? Speaking of pressuring the quarterback, do you have any concerns about the Chiefs O-line going against the defensive front of the Bucs?
Oh, absolutely. It's a little scary, not going to lie, but I think with Mahomes being able to be as athletic as he is, sure, he doesn't run the fastest 40 time in the world, but he's just elusive in the pocket. He knows how to extend plays.
Yeah.
And continues with the game. He just flows and flows and flows.
Might be able to negate some of that pressure that they're getting.
If they can get pressure, without blitzing, that is going to be huge. Mm-hmm. Just for having extra guys in the back field, I guess.
I think if that happens, Reed and Mahomes are going to adjust. Throw little screen passes, throw little slants, get Kelsey and Tyreek involved super early, and then I mean, hey, Darrell Williams, nobody knew who he was. Undrafted free agent at LSU.
And Andy and Bill are kind of the same with that second half adjustment too. Like you were saying, they're going to adjust to it. But I think the Bucs, I want to say out of their top 4 best players, 3 of them are on defense, and the Chiefs are the opposite. So it depends on which team shows up. either the defense or the offense, and
Well,
defense wins championships. That's all I got to say.
is Levante David playing then? Because I know I saw yesterday that he might not be playing.
Oh, no.
Or he was questionable or something.
I haven't seen anything.
I didn't know that.
If he's questionable, he's playing. There's
I was playing darts when I saw it, so I wasn't paying much attention. But
I hope he's playing.
I'm assuming he will. But
They had David as the 6th best player on the field.
Oh, it's insane. Well, I saw some internet comments talking about the defensive front for the Bucks, and they're like, oh man, they're so great, and they left Sue's name off the list. And it's not like Sue's a slouch either, you know. And it's like they've got dudes on defenses, as some would say.
And you have a guy like that. He's durable. He's the most snaps by a defensive lineman since 2010. And for that being that long a defensive line, that just being durable in it, you don't have to bring in the third stringers to try and that's where you make all your plays. The third stringers come in when they're tired. I think it's all about the stamina for that defense.
It's always all about the stamina, you know.
well, it's not like Tampa Bay's offense is horrible.
Right.
They got some studs on there
There are
too.
no slouches too. I'll be curious to see if Tampa Bay gets the turnover luck against the Chiefs. They've kind of had some so far in the playoffs. I'd be curious to see if that continues.
Yeah, be surprised.
I mean, the Chiefs don't turn the ball over though. That's
Right. Well, neither does Rodgers, except for when he plays against the Bucks, apparently. So.
I mean, who do they play this week?
They play. Try to stay out of the media headlines. That's what they play.
They're playing Madden. Is what they're playing.
Where is Aaron going?
Yeah.
Nowhere.
No kidding. The more I follow it, the less confident I am that they're going to re-up on him. But that's another conversation.
He's got a new girlfriend though.
That's good.
She's another actress. Never heard of her, but
he's living life.
Well, that's probably the best if you haven't heard of her.
Yeah.
I think the one thing that the biggest thing that nobody's talking about right now, we usually talk about it throughout the season, but when Andy Reid has a bye, when Andy Reid has 2 weeks to prepare, in his career, 23-5, including last year's Super Bowl win.
What's Tom Brady's stats
That's
on
right.
that? Yeah. Tom Brady also has 2 weeks to prepare, so.
I'm about to be 7-10.
No, but
since
7-4-10.
So who I know who you're going for. We're gonna bring this up later, but who do you got, Kramer, for the
dude? Really, I'm torn. I'm kind of, I don't know. My head says you can't bet against the Chiefs, but something lingering is saying Bucks.
I think that's a wrong
Bucks,
B word.
so
More Brady.
Brady. Maybe you're right. What about you guys?
I'm going Bucks all the way. I think the smart person will go with the Chiefs, but the cool person will go for the Bucks.
Oh, I can't bet against the Bucks with Tom Brady. I've been saying that since the first week of the playoffs. Can't bet against Tom Brady in the playoffs. No matter how young and decently good the Chiefs are.
Sorry, was that decently?
Halfway.
I don't know the last time I saw you with a hat facing forward.
Yeah, it doesn't happen. Chiefs all the way. I mean, you look at the Bills. Bills are the hottest team coming to the playoffs. You know, destroying everybody they play. I mean, yeah, they struggled a little bit against the Colts, but you know, they came in, they won the game. That's all you have to do. Chiefs went on a 38-6 run. 38-6 run against the hottest team in the NFL. I don't care who's on the other side of that ball. As long as Kelsey, Hill, and Mahomes and Andy Reid are together, the Chiefs aren't losing. The Chiefs by 100.
All right.
Safe bet.
I'll bet they don't win by 100.
Safe to say Zach wants the over.
Might be jumping the gun, but next year we got the old trade with Goff and Stafford. I don't know. That's I was looking at some of their stats. It's like a bunch of middle averaged quarterbacks getting traded for a lot of picks.
A lot of picks. A lot of money involved. I didn't understand this. I was looking up some of the contract stuff, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't really understand the Rams strats going into next year, because they left like $22 million in dead money. They must have hated Goff. You know, if they're trading him away and still eating $22 million in cap space next year.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it, Zach. I'm just confused.
The big thing with that is they've invested so much money in Jalen Ramsey and Aaron Donald, and they still have Cooper Kupp and Robert Woods. They feel like this could be their window. And then Goff wasn't the guy. You know, not saying Goff's not going to be the guy in Detroit, but Matt Stafford is easily an upgrade.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I wouldn't so much say easily, but
he's never won the Big East. Played in one playoff game in 12 seasons or 10 seasons, whatever it is.
I don't know how much of that is on Stafford versus on the Lions organization. You know,
exactly. I mean, they put maybe one weapon around him. You know, he had Megatron early in his career, and then when he retired early, they had Kenny Galladay and Golden Tate, but those guys aren't your typical number one receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me wrong, they're great players, good players, but so I think you put Matt Stafford in that offense around Robert Woods, Cooper Kupp. I mean, that turning game, Cam Akers turned out to be a beast this year. So I think with probably, if not the best, one of the top 3 defenses in the league. I mean, you got Jalen Ramsey, the best defensive back in the league, and you got Aaron Donald, the best defensive lineman in the league. Their time is now. So they're giving up their future. 2022 and 2024 first-round pick. And they also got to unload that salary that they just paid him, Jared Goff.
Yeah. The unloading the salary makes sense. I just didn't realize how much dead money was going to come even with that trade, and I think they're still going to be $30 million over the cap going into next year. So I'm curious what they do to, maneuver around that. Because they're definitely in win now mode, and they are obviously high on Stafford, and we're very low on Goff. So they have a plan in mind. I just am not smart enough to see it.
I wouldn't say they're low on Goff. Goff kind of messed up by going to the Super Bowl his second year. So it's only downhill from there if you don't win it.
I don't think Detroit's necessarily a bad fit for Goff. Not necessarily that it's a great fit right now, but he's still young. He's still a young quarterback in the league, and you put him around a couple more first-round picks. I mean, over the next 3 years or the next 4 years, they're going to have 2 first-round picks in 2 of those years. So you're going to have 6 first-round picks in the next 4 years, and they could turn that into having Goff being 28, 29 years old and having all these young studs around him.
I think, yeah.
And then with free agency and all that, they new head coach and new regime. So
I think the deal.
I don't think it's the end of the road for Goff by any means.
No, and I think the deal makes a lot of sense for the Lions and for Goff because the Lions get a little bit better. The contract's a little better for Goff with the Lions because they don't have that amortized dead money, and they at worst they have a good bridge quarterback for the next couple of years where he's still on his deal, and at best Goff turns it around, and they use those first rounders to put some guys around Goff, and they actually start turning it around and become a formidable club. So I think it makes a ton of sense from the Lions standpoint and Goff's standpoint. I'm just a little confused from the Rams side, but
I think they needed a gunslinger. Which is what Stafford has. I mean,
he's electric.
Oh yeah, he throws it deep, and I think that's perfect for Cooper Kupp, and Woods. Also, you can't forget about Higbee. He's one of the behind the top 2. He's a decent tight end. He catches the ball.
Fun fact, sort of related to Matthew Stafford. Him and Clayton Kershaw went to high school together in Texas.
Oh really?
And now they're the 2 biggest, well not biggest, but bigger stars in LA. It's kind of cool that they ended up back together. But
dream team.
Yeah. And another fun fact, if you say Jared Goff really fast, it sounds like you say jerk off. Jared Goff.
Jerk off.
That's why they traded for him.
Yeah.
Now everyone
jerk off.
Everyone now jerk off.
So anyway, one last point for that. Stafford's made a lot of money in his career. He's on the final stretch of his deal, or final year of his deal next year, making like 22 million, something like that. And so if he plays this out and it says, all right, Rams, I'm not saying it's going to happen by any means, but he's like, all right, I've made money, I want to win. Mm-hmm. He's been pissed off.
Right.
The biggest competitors. I mean, we watched a video where he dislocated his shoulder.
Oh yeah.
And through the
He broke his goddamn back at one point.
That was his rookie year. That was 10 years ago.
In his rookie year. And he feels like a guy that's a competitor. Obviously, for everyone, you want to make as much money as you can. But I think he really wants to win. So he says, all right, just give me 15, 20 million a year for the next 5 years. Just put some talent around.
Yeah, just 15.
That extra cap space. And
I wouldn't be surprised if they renegotiated something before this next season even starts, because I think
I'm sure they will.
Stafford, I think he's at the point where he doesn't have any dead money left, and if they, give him a backloaded deal, they can free up a bunch of money. Like Mahomes, he signed that huge deal, but in his first year he only had a $5 million cap hit, and so it's like if they backload, they can really go all in these next couple years with Stafford, and then figure it out later, I guess.
Well, all right. I guess we will go to the next B.S. Conspiracy Theory Corner, whatever it's called. I don't know what the hell it's called, but
Conspiracy.
They're not really conspiracy theories this time. They're just sort of goofy things that I've found. They're all over the place. I don't know if you guys watch The Bachelor. I don't.
But sorry to break your heart.
Bachelor Matt
I
James.
watched a few minutes.
Oh yeah, just
I
a
guess
few
he's
minutes.
married.
Yeah.
The Bachelor Matt James. He's catching flack for kissing with his eyes open. I guess he never noticed it until he watched himself on TV.
Were they just a little bit open, or
they were pretty?
wide
They weren't
open?
wide open, but they were open. And he said he never noticed it until he was watching it, and essentially probably reviewing his game film.
Right.
And his eyes were very open. Have you guys ever kissed somebody that opens their eyes when they kiss?
I don't know because my eyes are closed.
Right.
Well, yeah, same.
I haven't
I've done it a few times just to
You just checking.
get my wife out.
That one's kind of a dumb one.
Well,
but,
you know what's funny about the Bachelor and Bachelorette? Bunch of girls that hate guys that talk to multiple girls at a time, but then they love watching a TV show of a guy talking to 20 women at the same time.
Man,
I just have to put that out there.
that's a whole podcast in its own.
I do like the idea. No shit. I do like the idea of watching your game film to get better. I want to get better every day.
Oh yeah.
But imagine seeing that and you're like, oh my God, I kissed with my eyes open on national television.
Why did nobody ever tell me this?
That would be really
God,
bad.
this is the 4th episode too.
And then the Floyd Mayweather saga. Obviously, he's going to fight Logan Paul at the end of the year. But apparently 50 Cent wants in now. And 50 Cent's only concern was he's 180, and Floyd usually fights at 150. But 50 Cent basically said, gain the weight and I'll fight you. And Floyd said, I'm down. So he's going to basically go from Logan Paul to 50 Cent. So
Didn't 50 Cent and Floyd used to always have Twitter beefs or Instagram beefs?
I think
50 Cent telling Floyd he can't read, and Floyd just flexing money.
Floyd said, I'm going to kick your ass at the end of the year. So whatever. I don't really care about that. And then this one, I want you to Google it so you can see it. The rapper Lil Uzi Vert has implanted a diamond in the middle of his forehead, and the diamond is estimated to be $24 million.
Wait, what's the dude's name?
Lil L-I-L-U-Z-I-V-E-R-T. 3 separate words. And do you guys watch Marvel movies at all?
No.
Well, people are comparing him to the Vision guy that has the diamond in his head.
That's the first thing.
But he literally implanted it right in his head.
Makes him look like what the heck? 24 million? It's
$24 million diamond. Apparently, that's
At least this way he'll never lose it.
Hopefully.
I don't know.
How many people buy a mansion for $24 million and they're never there, right?
yeah. But
You can never look at it unless it's in the mirror, though.
imagine though,
That's fine.
I've gone to Shields and tried hats on without adjusting it and super tight. I bet that would hurt if it got caught because they literally implanted it. They didn't glue it. I don't.
He can never wear a hat for the rest of his life unless you got the hole on it. So you have the diamond in the hole.
But
Yeah.
and just the last thing, big announcement from EA Sports. They are rebooting the NCAA football video game since, it was 2014, but actually 2013. people are pumped. It's going to come out on the new Xbox and the new PlayStation.
Let's pay college athletes. Let's go.
I'm not. They get paid with $200,000 worth of schooling. So go ahead. Go on.
Did you see that Madden came out and said they pay, like the numbers came out, they paid every NFL player that is in the game $10,000.
Huh.
That's it.
So, absolutely. That's it. So,
Are you doing the math now? Could have done this before.
1,728 players that are just on active rosters.
That's for Madden, though.
Yeah, so they're paying out $17.2 million, and that's not including the free agents that are still in the game. So
it doesn't translate to college as well, though. There's more than 32 teams.
A lot.
Well, yeah, they said they were going to do 100 football teams, and they're going to do like the college football playoff, obviously, and the transfer portal. So obviously, there's no set date where it comes out because there's a bunch of laws that have to come out and stuff.
Yeah, they're saying. The last thing I saw was saying 2 to 3 years. It should happen.
Oh, then what a tease.
Yeah.
But at least it's coming because there's always been a rumor. Oh, now with all this, college athletes.
There's been a rumor for it for 5 years now.
Yeah, but now that there's an actual EA actually came out and said, "Hey, we're making a game."
Mm-hmm.
So that part's pretty cool.
Thanks a lot, Sam Keller.
Honestly, it gives them 2 to 3 years to work on it, and then once everything is settled legally, they can just have it ready to go and set it out. So,
I mean,
I'm pretty excited. I'm excited to take Iowa to 19 straight national championships. So,
I'm not gonna lie, I probably won't play because Madden and NCAA are just straight cheese games anyway.
Madden is trash.
You're a cheese game.
Maybe, but you find the couple plays that work, or like the couple pre-snap things to do that become unguardable, and you just run that cheese time after time.
And I guess Trevor has one last one.
So I don't know how to pronounce her name. The press secretary, Jen Psaki or Psaki.
I know her.
There's the redhead that talks for the
President.
White House. Yeah, the president. So now there's a conspiracy that she is Mark Zuckerberg. Look at the picture that compares them. Honestly, I might believe it. It's either his female cyborg.
Yeah, he's a shape-shifting lizard, so basically he can do whatever he wants.
And she acts just like him. Doesn't answer any questions. Always says she'll go back to it and never does.
Wears too much sunscreen while paddleboarding.
Yep.
That picture was insane.
Click the link below.
Oh man.
No bueno for me. But I thought I'd chime in on that one. All right, Zach.
All right.
Let's go over who won last week for the bets.
So last week, Brett and myself went head to head. Brett barely beat me 4-0. Kramer and Trevor went at it. Trainer came out victorious 3-1 there.
Unfortunately.
So through week 2, we got standings and Trevor 2-0. Brett and Kramer both sit at 1-1. And your boy sitting at 0-2.
The gambling god.
I like it.
A long 10-week season, and we're still working on a punishment and a reward. So we'll be updating that here for the next week.
It kind of worked out that we dominated this week because that NFC game got canceled, and now it's the Madden game.
Details.
Yeah.
I think loser has to give Zach money to gamble because clearly he's not good at it. So it's a guaranteed loss.
You get 20% of return.
I'm 100% on board.
So if you lose, then what happens? So
I pay myself.
no, you got to let us bet on it.
All right, I'll throw $100 if you guys get a pick to bet.
All right.
And if you win, we split it 4 ways. If we lose, I lose.
Hey, that's a deal.
I'm down for that.
Yeah. Already starting 0-2. You gotta come back.
We'll figure it out. All right, so this week we're gonna be betting on taking some bets on the Super Bowl.
Need my notes.
4 bets. Sorry, are gonna be just the normal 3-point spread. Chiefs Bucks right now sitting at the line sitting at Chiefs -3. The over/under sitting at 55.5. And then we're also going to do over/under passing yards for Mahomes and Brady, with Mahomes sitting at 329.5 and Brady sitting at 294.5. So, and then for a tie break, we're going to go with just a classic Super Bowl heads or tails as the coin toss. So last week, Brett and Trevor won, so they're going to be going back head to head. I think this week, we'll start doing, if you guys are on board, we'll do worst record gets the first pick. Sound good?
Yeah, just because you're 0-2, is that why you started that?
Hey, this is just a random.
I get first pick every week. I'm fine with picking second every week.
I'm okay with it. It doesn't matter much to me.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, so Brett and Trevor, we're going to go Chiefs and Bucks. Brett has the first pick.
Picking the Chiefs.
Chiefs -3.
Or trap. Sorry, I was reading the word Chiefs.
Wait,
No.
Picking the Bucks.
I was going to say, you had the Bucks earlier, and then you
Yeah,
switched
sorry,
it
I
on
was
me?
reading Chiefs on here. I'm going Bucks. Yeah.
Just throwing a little misdirection out there. That's
Yeah.
all.
Is that covering or winning? Is it just win-loss?
Nope, it's he took the points. Brett taking the points.
Jeez, that's even worse for me. Chiefs. Well, I don't want the Chiefs to win, but Chiefs better win by 4 for this.
2 safeties.
I'm gonna do that. Brady is not gonna cover his passing yards for 294.
So
Interesting.
Brady under.
Trying to figure out what it's like in the mind of Trevor, going for the Bucks but taking the under on the Brady passing yards.
You not hear me earlier? It's all about the D.
That's true. Okay,
It's that defense.
fair. I'm just a bad listener. That's all.
I'll take Brady over the pass yards, 294. I don't know what's happening.
You get that
Oh, okay.
because you took
Okay,
the
yeah.
other side.
Well, I wanted it anyway.
Nice. So who's your?
So I think
You're gonna take Mahomes on the over under.
I'll
You're gonna take the over under 55.5.
Or the
I'll take the over 55.5.
over.
It's going to be a big
That's
12
good
game.
because I was wanting to do under.
Yeah.
So.
Brett's going shootout. You're going defensive game.
Yeah, since I'm going defensive, I'm not going to pick Mahomes. I'm going tails.
Is it heads?
Tiebreaker early.
You know why? Because tails never fails.
Is that what the coin flip bet is? Heads or tails? Or is it who wins? Okay, I like heads tail. All right, perfect.
That is a good spin on that though. If it's going to be who wins the tail or the.
Well, sometimes they do the team. Have a team on each side.
Oh, they do.
So yeah, so take tails, or you want Chiefs or Bucks?
Who's going to win the toss? Oh, I got to go Bucks. They're not going to let Brady not win the toss. So.
Take 2018 AFC Championship, I believe.
It's rigged.
Brady won the toss, and Mahomes doesn't have his second ring yet. All right, Brett, what you got for Mahomes over under?
I'm going over.
Shootout.
I'm going all shootout.
Yeah, I like it. Send it.
All right, so we got Brett taking the Bucks +3, Trevor taking Brady's under, Brett taking the over 55.5, Trevor taking the coin flip tiebreaker.
Got to.
Slot, and Brett's taking the Mahomes over. Mike Kramer, you and me.
Yeah.
Last week was not good. The week before, same story. This week, we're changing our luck here.
Okay, kick it off for us, Mr. 0-2.
Shaking it off.
Well, you can't both change the luck.
Easiest bet of the week. You know it. Chiefs -3.
Okay. Now the question is, do I believe in shootout or I'm going over. I can't even finish the question. I'm going over 55.5.
You picked over, didn't you?
I'm going to take Brady under 294.
Okay.
Well, now I don't like my pick.
Then I'm taking Mahomes. Over 329.5. I'm going full Brett with this. I'm going full shootout.
I like it.
Full shootout. Well, they're in Tampa, baby. Weather's nice.
All right, and you're taking tails, Bucks there, Trevor. I'm going to go heads, Chiefs.
Okay. I feel a lot more confident now.
You should.
All right.
All right, so finishing up here, Zach's taking Chiefs -3, Kramer taking the over 55.5. Zach's taking Brady under, Kramer's taking Mahomes over, and Zach is finishing up with heads for Chiefs, depending on what they do this year. So I feel good about this week.
I think you say that every week.
No, last week I didn't feel great about it.
Well, review the tape. I'm pretty sure you felt amazing about it.
He was really confident in Iowa beating Illinois.
Right.
I was more like, all right, cool, let's go. But
The more confident Zach is, the worse the bet.
I've never lost $1.
Yeah, multiple dollars.
Who bets $1?
You know we love you. We have to.
Absolutely. Well, hey, you know what? Coming back 1-2 next week with the Chiefs Super Bowl win. I'm going to be ecstatic. I'm going to be halfway across the country, but I'm going to be ecstatic.
Country.
Can't wait to zoom in next week from Japan.
You mean planet, not country. Right? You're halfway across the planet.
No, Japan's next to Japan's next to New Jersey.
Right. Yeah. Just off the coast.
But no, I'm looking forward to getting some more shows under our belt and keeping this thing going.
Yeah, you're going to be getting up at like 5 a.m. to record with us, I believe you committed to. I think that's what.
Yeah. It's going to be a blast. It's only for a handful of weeks or months or years. So.
We'll have a cardboard cutout of you behind us with a couple like me.
Ooh, that's a good idea. We do need to spice up the background here a little bit. We'll get a fat head of Zach.
All right, well.
2, 3.
That's a wrap. I like it.
What you have now.
Thanks for listening to us. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button.
Smash it.
Hit the likes, swipe up.
And to all of you who redeemed, to all of you who redeemed your Bogies Bishop UFC fight viewing experience, there will just be a small delay until Japan is over. So I know that was hordes of you, out of our many loyal listeners. Just bear with us through these trying times. That's all I ask.
Thanks for tuning in.